Welcome back, everybody, to Halo 3. We're in the middle of the mission where Earth is being invaded by fucking
Hurry, demon. We seek
flood.
the same prize, but our shipmaster will sacrifice all to stop the flood.
Keep dying on this fucking stage because the shipmaster and I are after the same prize, which is to destroy the flood. However, the difference is the shipmaster doesn't give a flying fuck about Earth and will glass the entire planet should I allow him to. Should the flood expand too far out. So the quicker we can defeat the flood, the better. For many reasons. Obviously, least of which is I don't want to die and get destroyed by a Covenant battle cruiser, because it takes its plasma and glasses my planet, my home planet. I appreciate the fact that the elite, up until that last one, decided to stay out of my fire. It's alright, I'll just grab this here sword. We're more or less at the end of the stage anyways. But I suppose I could pick up this as well. Kinda don't want to kill my elite buddies here, so I'm just gonna let them fight that out. If they wanna die, that's their business, but pretty sure that from here on out there are no more enemies. Despite the fact that they just gave me a gravity hammer, and well, I picked up the sword off of.
Do not be afraid. I am peace. I am salvation.
I am salvation. I'm not sure why they're giving me swords and shit. I don't think there are any enemies, like I said, to fight in here, so we're gonna pick up Cortana's message that I guess was sent either purposely or inadvertently to us.
I am a timeless chorus. Join your voice with mine and sing victory everlasting.
So basically, Gravemind's trying to convince us to join it. Cortana's right here.
Chief.
Cortana?
High Charity, the Prophet's holy city is on...
Cortana.
Who drops in but our buddy, Guilty Spark.
I must act quickly before your construct suffers any further
Wait.
trauma.
Leave her alone.
If we do not take this device to a safe location, somewhere I can make repairs.
On Halo, you tried to kill Cortana. You tried to kill me.
Protocol dictated my response. She had the
Yeah.
activation index.
As always, Guilty 343 is very much dictated by protocol. So however he is programmed is how he will respond.
As I always should have done.
While he has the ability to think, he does not have the ability to... So I guess he has the ability to think and strategize, but he does not have the ability to, I guess, make changes outside of his programming. And here's the cruisers basically glassing any portion remaining of the blood.
Live, Oracle. Can it be saved?
Uncertain. This storage device has suffered considerable trauma. Its matrices are highly unstable.
Perhaps one of our technicians.
That will not be necessary.
Chief.
Success!
High Charity, the Prophet's holy city is on its way to Earth with an army of flood. I can't tell you everything. It's not safe. The Gravemind, it knows I'm in the system.
It's just a message.
Let it play.
But it doesn't know about the portal, where it leads. On the other side, there's a solution, a way to stop the flood, without firing the remaining Halo rings. Hurry, Chief.
I'm sorry.
No matter, Oracle. We've heard enough.
Our fight is through the portal. With the brutes and the bastard truth.
Fine. We'll remain here. Hold out as long as we can.
Did you not hear? Your world is doomed. A flood army, a grave mother, has you in its sights. You barely survived a small contamination.
And you, shipmaster, just glassed half a continent. Maybe the flood isn't all I should be worried about.
One single flood spore can destroy a species. Were it not for the Arbiter's Council, I would have glassed your entire planet.
Sir, with respect, Cortana has a solution.
Cortana? Did you see her condition? How damaged she is? She could be corrupted for all we know. Her solution could be a flood trap.
We should go through the portal. Find out for sure.
What we should do, Commander, is understand, clearly, that this is humanity's final stand. Here, at Earth. We go, we risk everything. Every last man, woman, and child. If we stand our ground, we might just have a chance.
No. If your construct is wrong, then the flood is already won.
I'll find Cortana's solution. And I'll bring it back.
Earth is all we have left. You trust Cortana that much?
Sir. Yes, sir.
This is either the best decision you've ever made or the worst. Hell of it is, Chief. I doubt I'll live long enough to find out which.
As if there's an incoming invasion to Earth of either Flood and or Covenant forces. No, there's neither. I like this scene here. We've got a bunch of elites sitting around, and Johnson's moving a bunch of Covenant weaponry, whereas the Arbiter's moving a bunch of U.S. Marine Corps, and you're basically crossing paths. So, what's ours is yours, and what yours is ours. You know, we're in it together essentially. And then, of course, our commander here is flying off as we get ready to take whatever ships they can spare into the void, and we'll head to, once we go through this slip space rupture, we'll end up at a thing called the Ark. The Ark is I don't know the exact lore terminology, but long story short, the Ark is essentially the proto or the factory that makes Halo rings. So it is essentially programmed to, if a Halo ring goes missing, to create a new Halo ring to replace it. I like this line coming up here in a second. I'll let this cutscene play out.
Brute ships, staggered line. Shipmaster, they outnumber us 3 to 1.
Then it is an
They outnumber us 3 to 1. Then it's a fair fight.
burn their mongrel hides.
That's how great the elites are. Or how whatever the word is, arrogant they are. But to my knowledge, they do manage to not only resist, but overtake the elite fleet. So again, I don't know. I don't have the Halo Bible in front of me, so I don't 100% know if they actually do succeed in that or not. I just sort of speculating based on what happens going forward. Also, I kind of like, you know, it's like my biggest nightmare in these dropships would be the fucking one that gets shot down as it's leaving the building or leaving the main item or the main battleship, and just be like, oh good, yeah, we just fucking died because they happened to target us down as we are leaving, even though there's very small % chance that they would be ready for us to be dropping out of the ship.
Priority 1. Secure a landing zone for the commander's frigate. Keep your eyes and
So that's our job, is to secure a landing zone for our frigate so that they can proceed to drop heavy armaments, as well as set up probably a forward base. So our job, like it says, is eliminate hostile anti-airs to ensure that should our I guess we'll call it a mothership comes in, that it is not affected by any anti-air disruptions. Kind of circle around back there for a second. Don't think this jump's gonna work. Nope, it did not. That's fine. Fine. And we're gonna use this sniper rifle to kill as many things as we can before we run out of bullet. And up here at the top, they did drop another sniper rifle, so if I remember, I'll try to pick up the bullets out of that. Right, stay dead. I'm basically shooting the armor off these guys right now, because once the armor's off them, I can further worry about actually, you know, using maybe, say, my battle rifle to put a bullet through their skull. Here comes some reinforcements. I don't care. Wasting bullets here. Alright, I got plenty of bullets. Alright, great. Alright, great. I've had situations where I've played this mission and the brutes running around down below have lined up in such a perfect way that I've managed to kill, say, 2 or 3 of them as they inadvertently line up as I'm pulling the trigger. You do want to kind of keep an eye up on that that floating turret there. Sometimes grunts and or jackals can get up there and make your life not great. Though I don't think there are any sniper rifle jackals in this, at least this portion of the mission. Yeah, he turned around and tried to block it with his shield. That did not work at all. So. Alright, we're just gonna kill some grunts here. We'll move on to the next section. Much the same as the section we just defeated, except after we defeat the brutes in this area, or in the next area, I should say, they are gonna drop some, what do they call those? Oh, hunters. So we'll have to either deal with the hunters or ignore them and move on with our lives.
We got more enemy contacts ahead. Move out.
Setting up an AA battery. That thing will tear the Dawn apart.
Did you imagine putting a 50 cal through a brute's chest? That's gotta be pretty crazy. Nice try, Mr. Brute. But I have neutralized you with my bullets and my gun and your brain. I would imagine if Halo was more of a realistic shooter and less of a video game, you'd be taking people's heads off in some cases. Just from the caliber of the bullet you're firing in some cases. Probably also could chop some people in half in terms of either with like a chain gun, or perhaps I'm not exactly sure how the plasma weapons work, whether they cauterize the wound immediately or could actually be used to cut someone, say, in half like a lightsaber. Kind of want to kill these guys, but I don't have the right weapon right now for it. I'm pretty sure there's no... You can't just use a handgun to shoot them once in their back and have them die like they did in Halo 1. I think that trick works in Halo Reach, but I think it's very difficult to get a handgun in that game. You'd have to basically carry it, find it, carry it from from like a long distance in order to run into, say, a hunter. So it makes that trick not impossible to do, but very difficult to do. Or maybe it's impossible, I don't know. Or maybe it's basically not in the game. I'd have to play Reach again to figure it out, actually give it a test. Because Reach is such a fucking awesome game that I barely ever think about, oh, do I have the right weapon for this area? Whereas, like, right now I'm kind of going like, well, this sniper rifle works really well against brutes from this distance. But, I don't have the right weapon to take on hunters. That second sniper rifle shot should have gone through his brain, but I missed because I'm an idiot. Like that. That would have not only knocked his armor off, but killed him. And no, we are not wasting fucking shotgun bullets on grunt enemies. Just shoot them like this. See? 2 shots, they're dead. See? 2 shots, they're dead. 1 shot, he's not quite dead, but he should be if he'd been turned around. These guys are jerks. You like suppressing fire? I love suppressing fire. A concept that exists not only in the real military, but also in video games, but very rarely do you see PvP players playing to such a high level that they are providing suppressing fire for their other units to move up. So we may just skip on fighting these guys because they're just... I don't have the right weapon to deal with them. And though I could probably switch to one of these weapons these guys have dropped, probably smarter just to move on with my life. Move up the cliff side. Instead of fucking pissing around with trying to shoot them in their 1 or 2 weak spots. I mean, they are, well, they are just a clump of worms. They're not exactly like you're shooting the brain out of these things. They're just sentient worms. As to whether or not that works in terms of damage, I don't know. Could he be taking damage? Maybe. Could he not taking damage? Sure. Who's to say? Shoot me if you must. But I will ignore you eventually. After I've basically taken all of my ammo out of this gun. Even though I've put probably, I don't know, say 50 bullets into this guy. Somewhere in that vicinity. Probably less, actually. In Halo, if you're not sure if you're gonna die or not, just jump. There's a good chance they miss you and or the damage that's being done to the surrounding area will push you away. Like I said, I just don't have the right weapon for this. Shotgun's good. Battle rifle would be good. I'm sure there's probably an okay thing to use that you can get from the Covenant, but I'm not a big fan of any of the Covenant weapons that the brutes seem to like to use. And then, of course, Jackals get to have either plasma guns or the whatever you call it, the carbine. So very few plasma rifles, which is sort of what I'm looking for right now, but I'm not going to get because they chose not to bring the brute version of the plasma rifle in. They prefer these more, I don't know if the word barbaric is the right word, but you know, the spike rifle gun that they carry, they like to carry. This brute shot that they carry. Not very many of them carry a plasma rifle, which is sort of what I'm looking for, but I'm not going to be able to get a hold of, clearly.